am Sharon Golan at Infobase. My title is Director of Content Licensing, and I manage our video streaming products for both higher education and public library. In higher education, our service is called Films on Demand, and in the public library, we offer access video on demand. I have over 15 years of experience in the education space. I started off at an academic book publisher before joining Infobase 6 years ago to focus on video. So let's run through a quick agenda. I'd like to start by telling you a bit about Infobase. The company has a long history in the education market, and you may not realize that you are already familiar with many of our brands. Then I'll share some facts that we've learned about the impact of video streaming in higher education. Before moving on to our purchasing checklist, these are the 5 factors that you've told us are the most important in driving your decision to purchase. And I'll spend the bulk of this presentation talking about how our video streaming services align with these 5 crucial factors. Most of my presentation is geared towards talking about films on demand. Access Video on Demand shares many of the same features and tool sets, so I'll highlight where it differs. Infobase has an 80-plus year history partnering with educational institutions to support instructors and students in their learning journeys, both in the classroom and beyond. We provide curated resources across a range of formats, from streaming media to reference databases, ebooks collections, teacher resources, and customizable professional development and training courses. We serve the full breadth of the education landscape globally, from schools and districts to colleges, universities, and community colleges, as well as public libraries. And we work with institutions to support all stakeholders, be they libraries, researchers, SMEs, or curriculum departments. So what do we know about video and multimedia in higher education? Through listening to our customers and supported by a study from Ithaca S&R, we see very clear indicators that streaming video is a priority for academic libraries. Streaming video is an incredibly valuable resource both for instructors and students. And this impact on instruction in turn fuels the library's interest in adding video and multimedia resources to their offerings. In fact, the use of streaming media is projected to double over the next 5 years. Taking all of this into account, we've distilled the 5 most important factors that we've learned from our partners as to what they consider when deciding whether or how to incorporate video and multimedia resources into their offerings. And they are impact on instruction, cost, content quality, validated ease of use, and easy implementation. So before I dive into each of these factors, I'd like to introduce you to Films on Demand with a little video, because this is video.
Films on Demand is a multidisciplinary, research-focused streaming video service providing unlimited access to over 40,000 videos with public performance rights, carefully curated with a single guiding principle: provide every academic department on campus with the most essential video content for their field of study. We individually select titles from more than 1,200 international producers that will both educate and entertain students and researchers from a wide range of subjects, from the basics of personal finance to the complexities of epigenetics, to Oscar, Emmy, and Peabody Award-winning documentaries and A-list performances spanning the arts. Films on Demand brings the highest quality content directly to your students. Add streaming video to any course in any subject. Browse or search our intuitive interface. Build and share playlists. Add personalized video introductions for your coursework playlists. And create quizzes within individual videos. Fully indexed in Discovery, Films on Demand can also be integrated into LibGuides or any LMS with embed codes or LTI integration options. Add streaming video from Films on Demand today.
So let's dive into our 5 factors, starting with the most important: impact on instruction. Films on Demand supports instruction both through its content and features. On the content side, we curate our collections to offer video that supports classroom learning and research. This curation includes both deliberate licensing strategies and weeding to ensure our collections continue to meet your needs. Our content covers the full breadth of subjects taught in higher education, and we place a premium on bringing in the newest programs to offer the most cutting-edge coverage. On the feature side, we boast tools for customization and control, including customized homepage sliders, custom web channels, product settings, suppression, and content hosting. Our platform offers seamless authentication, LMS integration and embedding, and our admin portal provides librarians with reporting tools and usage boosters. I want to spend a minute on our acquisition process because it really demonstrates how important it is to us to offer only the best curricular content we can find. Our strategy is built on 4 core principles. 1, licensing high-quality educational content. The emphasis here is on educational. We have stringent criteria for assessing curricular fit as well as the value of the program for instruction or research. 2, we focus on different areas of the curriculum each year, both to maintain our areas of strength and invest in growth areas, in other words, emerging topics. On the right, you can see some of last year's activities broken down by the subjects we added the most content to. Our top subjects by usage are history, sociology, and psychology, and we also invested in several growth areas, including health and music and dance. 3, we prioritize newer copyrights, which means programs that were produced within the last 5 years. And 4, and perhaps most importantly, is driving value. We do this by monitoring metrics and making data-driven decisions. Over the next couple of slides, I'll illustrate some of these points. I talked about our priority licensing educational content with a strong curricular fit. And on this slide, I've included examples of some of the newest programs we've added on AI, an area that has exploded recently. This is by no means comprehensive, but gives you a sense of how we're staying on the cutting edge. These programs cover different aspects of AI, from its use in art to its social, economic, and political impact. I also talked about licensing across the curriculum, and these next 2 slides will help you visualize the broad coverage of our collections. On this slide, I've got our core collection, the Master Academic Collection. This covers all the subjects taught across STEM, humanities, social sciences, and more. And here are our premium collections. These collections are available for purchase to augment your core Master Academic Collection. For our public library customers, we focus on impact on community rather than instruction, and this again is supported both through our content and feature sets. Our content is curated to bring edutainment programming to your patrons, videos that educate and enrich them in an entertaining way. We have expansive coverage to cater to all types and genres of interest, and like on the academic side, we leverage our partnerships with strong brands to bring in-demand viewing to the library. Our features also support the broader community with the same customization, reporting, and usage boosting tools as films on demand. And our programs also come with public performance rights so that you can hold library and community building events. And we have a mobile app so patrons can take their viewing on the go. So what does this look like on the acquisition side? Here we have 3 core principles. 1, educational content. We remain committed to providing a resource that serves to enrich the community through engaging and thoughtful programs that support their self-improvement goals and help them to engage with the world. 2, we recognize that the library serves people of every age, so we look to align programs with areas patrons want to learn about, be it basic computer skills for older folks or career resources for high school students. And 3, offering more Spanish language programming to support this large demographic. Last year, we added over 500 new Spanish programs, increasing our offerings by 50%. The second key decision factor is cost. For all our products, we offer transparent, predictable pricing. You get unlimited simultaneous access regardless of device for one straightforward annual subscription price. And you know you're in good company. Infobase is a proven provider with over 3,300 customers in higher education, and we also serve 2,400 public libraries. The third factor is content quality, and here I have a grid comparing films on demand to a close competitor. Our number of titles and average copyrights highlight our emphasis on quality, which we do by curating our collections actively. We've also negotiated exclusivity on a larger number of the programs we offer, 21% in the US versus 3% from our competitors' collection. And we have films in over 60 different languages. Speaking of quality, on this slide, you can see some of my favorite new programs that were added to Films on Demand or Access Video on Demand in 2023, including the Oscar-nominated 20 Days in Maripol. This is a small sampling of the powerful brands we partner with. And on this slide, I've included a selection of programs that you can only find on Infobase. They all carry new copyrights and match up to classes on technology and society, music, information literacy, and health. And the last thing I'll talk about regarding quality is our curation process. We're dedicated to providing you with the best-in-class experience, and part of that is making sure that you can find the right content quickly and easily. How do we do this? By focusing on relevance, usage, age, and feedback. These 4 metrics feed into our decision-making both on the front end and the back end. By front end, I mean licensing content onto the platform initially. And I talked about our criteria for assessing relevance and the role that usage plays. Feedback is also important. We listen to our customers regarding what programs they want to see. On the back end, we review our content on an ongoing basis to identify older programs with low usage that can be retired from the collections. We're careful to target only programs with old copyrights that have been on the platform for at least 5 years and have a demonstrated track record of low engagement. As you can see from the graph on the right, our top performers in 2023 had an average copyright of 2007. So we need to be mindful of this data and not throw the baby out with the bathwater. The 4th factor is validating ease of use. We know that it's important to you that your end user can get up and running quickly and easily. Our platforms offer an intuitive interface that works straight out of the box. The homepage sliders are changed out each month, giving users a dynamic experience that exposes them to our breadth of content, and our taxonomy, search, and browse options support a deeper dive into our resources. Our video page includes a wealth of tools to support instructional use, like custom segments, translation and citation tools, as well as a personalized experience like creating playlists and adds to favorites. We have also created support materials, including searchable user guides and tutorials to help your patrons get the most out of your subscription. And finally, the last factor on our checklist is easy implementation. We have a dedicated customer success team that works directly with you on onboarding, training, and integration. We focus on effective implementation and clarity in onboarding, so you don't have to spend time and money on additional support and training. Alongside this, we've created a host of resources to support and enrich your experience, including educator guides, quick start guides, tutorials, recorded webinars with tips and tricks, and more. Thank you for your time, and if you'd like to trial either of these platforms, please contact our sales team.